The robot never expected this. Humans had built it for one purpose, to self-destruct and take monsters with it. So it protested. But to the doctor, this was the robot's entire reason for existing. When the galactic monsters attacked again, the robot had no choice but to accept its fate. Until a 9-year-old boy changed everything. Researchers discovered that the doctor's son had sneaked into the robot's cockpit. The doctor, however, remained calm. The cockpit was designed for the robot to learn movements. Even professional pilots found it extremely difficult. The boy only glanced at the manual once, and successfully activated the robot. His intention was simple. He didn't want the robot to die in vain. He piloted the robot and killed the monster solo. This 9-year-old genius became famous overnight, and humanity hailed him as a savior. What nobody expected was, Yabusaim, the boy, was a full-blown extreme introvert. He couldn't even greet peers properly, and Yabusaim never dreamed that his impulsive act would make him a hero. As Yabusaim defeated more monsters, the robot he piloted became more advanced. After all, the doctor received more and more funding. 10 years later, humanity decided to destroy the monster source. Even after a decade, Yabusaim's personality remained unchanged.
頼んだよ、救世主。ありまひょい。
The girl on the ship merely encouraged him. Whenever he had to interact with others, he would flee. The robot couldn't help but feel frustrated. It never expected the savior to be so timid. But for Yabusaim, the robot was enough. As they approached the monster horde's front line, the captain briefed the attack plan. Yabusaim was to pilot the robot, to harass the enemies and reduce their numbers. Once the ship reached the center, it would fire omnidirectional infinite lasers. When they reached the front of the horde, Yabusaim was terrified by the massive swarm, but there was no turning back. As soon as the operation started, he instantly became serious.
Espada de Toro, Tenkai! Robo, Nana Toryu, Shin, Love, Life, Death, Arcoiris!
Piloting the robot, he cleared all monsters in a single strike. His performance fired up the crew instantly. Tension and worry were replaced with excitement. Arriving at the launch point, the captain ordered the omnidirectional infinite lasers fired, but disaster struck. The laser system malfunctioned. It was too late to find the cause. The captain switched to plan B. While defending against the monsters, he called Yabusaim back, but more accidents followed. The ship's attack systems and shields failed completely. Fear gripped the entire cabin. Meanwhile, Yabusaim was still cutting through monsters. When he finally looked back, the spaceship had already been sunk. He rushed to rescue it. Reality was cruel. Though he had killed countless monsters, the robot was severely damaged. To minimize the monsters' numbers, the robot prepared to self-destruct. Yabusaim abandoned resistance, ready to stay with the robot until the last moment. The only regret, he still hadn't made any friends. Then suddenly, the robot raised his control permissions to maximum. It intended to activate the emergency escape pod, so Yabusaim could survive. With a single explosion, the robot and monsters perished together, and Yabusaim finally escaped danger. After 8 years of wandering, he returned to Earth. But the moment he stepped out of the escape pod, he was met with a frozen, silent world. All traces of civilization had been completely erased.